What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I'm your boy NarikChase, and in this video we're going to be talking about Talisa Soto's portrayal of Vampirella and the Vampirella film that came out in 1996. Talisa Soto isn't a stranger to playing characters from an established franchise. I recently talked about her portrayal as Katana in the Mortal Kombat films that came out in 95 and 97. And unfortunately, her performance completely missed the mark on those films. But having said that, how does it rank? Now, for those who don't know who Vampirella is a vampire from space, from another planet, where they are vampires that don't drink blood from people, but the planet there has blood, and the blood kind of acts like water is on this planet. So we drink water here, and on their planet they drink blood, and blood is like water over there. They got rivers of it and stuff. So she ends up coming to Earth, becomes a superhero, basically. And that's basically what happens in this movie. Now, Vampirella debuted in Vampirella 1 in 1969, and she was created by Forrest Ackerman and Trina Robbins. And she's made a bit of she's one of those characters that's, I wouldn't say a leading lady in comics, but she's out there. She's actually pretty important in comics, and I've always seen her character, but I've never really actually started reading. I've started reading more and more of her stuff. I actually ended up reading the Vampirella and Dracula. Really enjoyed that story. That was actually pretty cool. And it was nice to see a character get pretty brutal because she's not like that. But having said that, Talisa Soto's performance. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Now, how did she rank? A bit better than her performance as Katana, but that's not really saying much. Now, a lot of the reason is because the movie just low budget. It was badly written. It was badly directed. Again, it was the 90s. It seemed like something that was like kind of a sci-fi, cheap sci-fi channel-ish direct-to-DVD C movie, honestly. And the performances pretty much were bad all around anyway. But she did have some merit here. She did the little over the topness does kind of help in this film. But honestly, the acting was not good. I see there were some moments where it hit, and Vampirella is an interesting character. She protects humanity. She's strong, but not a dick. She's vulnerable, but also shows that she can kick butt. And I like that complexity with her character, especially with dealing with these supernatural elements and how they resolve to harm humanity. And you see her go out her way, and she's just a really cool character, a really interesting character. And I would love to read any Vampirella / Blade crossovers. I've read what's the one where she crossed over, I believe, with Purgatory. I think I read the one where she crossed over with Sonya. She's actually gotten me more interested in the character. Although I will say the outfit does look stupid. It does, yes, over the sexualized and everything, and it's the male gaze, but it still kind of looks stupid to me. But anyways, Talisa Soto doesn't do a good job as the character. She looks good. She looks like the character, but again, between acting, directing, and writing, it just doesn't really. She doesn't really catch the magic of the character. Visually wise, she looks like the character. She matches the character, the physical appearance. She's athletic. She's had time in dance, so she fits the bill down to the T. She looks extremely good. Can't take that away from her. If it is a live action, if she would be graded on just the look of the character, she would grade A on this. But everything else just kind of crappy. Uh, the fight sequences in this film, and this isn't like a fighting just because the movie was bad with that with everything else anyway, so the combat wasn't going to be good. It isn't really good, so I hate that. I will say that she does take center stage in this, and as a leading lady, I think she works. I think she does work. She isn't given the best material, but I think she does manage to hold her on better in this than she did in Mortal Kombat. Because at least in Mortal Kombat, there were a bunch of characters that were the main characters, so she didn't really stand out. But in this one, she stands out a lot more. You get to see her acting chops, and again, sometimes the acting isn't good, but you can see how it's good with the character, and just the way it's written doesn't allow. And I think this is another problem I have with her performance in this film. And it's the writing and the screen time. Is the fact that we don't get to fully dive into that complexity of that character, and it would make her look really good. I think another problem why I have an issue with the acting is just the writing that doesn't allow her to fully flesh out her acting range. You can definitely see that in this as well. You know, I mean, she does more than what the material gives her, and she does manage to carry the sequences. But again, it's just so much that could have been done that wasn't done. But I feel like I think because just the way things were written, and then we did not get to see not only her acting ability, but more range with the character, more internal struggles, more adapting to the world around her, more of her just going hard. It feels times like she goes too hard, but doesn't go hard enough in the right ways. It's just interesting to actually think about. But I think she does a decent job. I think she does a decent job. It just could have been better. And maybe it's kind of hard to adapt Vampirella, which I don't think it is. I just think that she just got served up and didn't have a shot. But having said that, I think she does a decent job in this. She looks the role, given a lot more to do. She's a bit more important. She has more pull in this. She doesn't have the full weight of the character, but she does manage to get to the finish line. The acting isn't good. The writing isn't good, so we can't really showcase the full depth of her character or her acting range. But we do get to see enough to warrant at least some entertainment value. I will say, Talisa Soto's portrayal of Vampirella gets 2 out of 5. So guys, in the comment section below, let me know your thoughts. Did you like her portrayal of Vampirella? Did you not like it? Is there something that I missed? And if you could recast Vampirella in a live action film, who would you cast? And please cast people that actually look like her, and don't cast people that don't look like her because people are just weird like that. But having said that, be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best of what we got going on the channel. And we'll catch you guys later. Lyrics got my throat dry. This that hardcore death claw breaking the two all in my reach.